Hi, how are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about legato, playing the perfect legato. And that may be the most difficult bowing technique of all. A perfect legato is really difficult. And I'm going to tell you how to study that. Obviously, you need a good right hand on the bow, like that. Now, all the fingers should be round. Why? Because then you have the flexibility you need, like that. I call this the octopus. 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 Can you do that? Or if you paint a wall, your arm, your brush would go up, and if you go down, the brush still goes up, you go down. And if you go up again, the brush goes down, and this is the movement. It's not like this. It's this. And this is the same with bowing a legato. By the way, stop drinking coffee. It's gonna help. No, it's a joke. I drink coffee, but it helps. It helps. Don't drink too much coffee because, you know. So, legato, the octopus, you need flexibility. So, what happens if you hold the bow and you have a straight thumb? Like that. Obviously that's going to block all the flexibility in your hand, in your fingers. Sometimes I see a straight pinky as well. That's going to block. That's going to block everything. You can't do this if your pinky is straight like that. Get it? Needs to be round. Round. Fingers. Let me just show you. Fingers in here like this. Can I show you like that? Not here, there. They lean over the bow, and then your thumb is round and your pinky is round. And now you can do the octopus. Try this. You can hold your bow like that and sort of feel where the flexibility should be. Like that. Okay. That's difficult enough. So be sure to have a round thumb, round pinky. Everything in your right hand is round. As soon as you stretch one of them, it's finished. You can't do a correct bowing. It's going to be like that instead of like that. Okay. That's the difficult part. Now, you can feel this best if you practice this at the frog position. Now, first of all, we're going to place the bow on the string, and look at my wrist here when I'm going to tilt the bow slightly forward. Look at the wrist. Whoop! The wrist goes up a little bit. Right. Now the bow is sort of hanging in my fingers. It's hanging in my fingers. I'm not holding it anymore. Actually, the only points of holding is the pinky and the thumb. But these three fingers, they are just there for stability, so the bow doesn't go like this. If you hold the bow a little bit too high, the bow can go like that. You don't have control. But if every finger is round and your three fingers are over the bow like that, then it's not going to move anywhere. But you're not holding it either. Like Isaac Perelman said, the bow is telling you, leave me alone, don't pick me up, don't hold me like that. No, the bow can be hanging in your hand like that, and your arm is a sort of crane, like that. Now, tilting the bow a little bit forward, not flat, but a little bit forward, is gonna lift up the wrist here a little bit. That's gonna make it a lot easier already. Yeah, but we've got an elbow too. You can help with the elbow by lifting that up a little bit as well. And mind you, do not lift your shoulder. Shoulder stays like that, totally relaxed, and lift your elbow a little bit so the crane works perfectly. And now you can play very lightly at the frog. if your arm would be down like that, you've got the weight of the bow already if you're at the frog. But if your elbow goes down like that, it's all the weight of your arm and bow on the bow pressure. So release the pressure by using your arm as a sort of crane. But watch out for the shoulder. Okay. Now I can play very lightly at the frog. Yeah, that's beautiful. You shouldn't hear the difference if I would be playing at the tip or at the frog. Okay, now tilting the bow a little bit forward, and now we can practice the legato with this. Can you see the movement on my fingers? The thumb is doing the same thing, like that. Can you see that? It's a bit difficult with one camera. Okay, you can obviously practice a little bit better by maybe making a little bigger movement. Feel that for yourself. That's it. That's the practice to the perfect legato. Okay. Now the thing is, we think too much. We adults, that's what I mean. We think too much. So if you could let go the thinking and let this movement sort of become something natural. It's not difficult, but that's a mindset. The mindset is the second step actually. First, know what the technique is, but then second step is the mindset behind it. Because we have to listen what we do. So actually the following up is, first of all, we have to know what we want to hear, and then your hands, your body is got to produce that. So first the thinking and then the movement. That's a sequence. So if you translate it to this one, then the thinking is, what do I want to hear? I want to hear this perfect legato. I don't want to hear scratches. I don't want to hear stops. I don't want to, no, it's not, I don't want to, I want to hear a perfect legato. I want to hear this. I've got this tone in my mind already. I heard Itzhak Perlman play that. That's what I want to do. That's the tone I want to have. Now we're gonna, with the technique we are practicing, we are going to sort of test a little bit, feel what's going to be working for us. Arm a little bit higher, maybe a bit, yeah. You got to feel it. But I'm listening now. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear any stops. I want to be as legato, as glued together as possible. And I'm not thinking about this movement or anything anymore. Now, as I said, that is step 2. So first see that you get that movement, your round fingers, get that movement going for you, and then you're gonna let it go. It's gonna become something natural. I know my first driving lesson in the car, I was looking at the pedal, the gas pedal, I was looking at the brake, you know, but we don't have to do that anymore. I can drive the car and even have a conversation while I'm doing that, because all that feels very natural. Now that's what this is going to be as well. But the thing is, you got to set the mindset to listening, to want to hear that tone that you have in mind. And you're going to work, you're going to feel, and when you have it, remember that feel. Close your eyes, remember the feel, and enjoy the tone you're making. Now that's a great step towards playing the perfect legato. And now step 3, the distraction. Distraction, yeah, because we built up the skills, we know everything, we got the technique, we got the mindset, we found that perfect legato, but on one single note. Now, obviously we need to play pieces with perfect legato, so we're going to start building up a distraction. Distraction is going to be coming from the left hand, so we're going to focus our attention from the bowing technique to left hand as well. So practice that with a scale, like this. And so on. And I play 2 notes because that is the down bow and the up bow, and then. Obviously it's going to be a little bit more difficult playing 1 note, 1 bow like this. And so on. So you're going to build up the distraction, play triads, play anything, build up that distraction. And this is the perfect way to get that bowing going. So not only the legato needs that right hand to be perfect, round fingers, but all the other string techniques as well. Just like spiccato, you can see my finger going like that, my finger's going. And all the other bowing techniques. So be sure to have the correct bow hold. Be sure to leave your shoulder. Don't pick it up. How do you say that? Don't lift it up. And your elbow can help a little bit. So get that crane. And here, this is where your bow is hanging, in that crane. So don't hold the bow, but steer it. Okay? Now, if you like this, maybe you want to sign up for the complete course, because that's going to take you from the beginner's level right up to an advanced level in much less time. And we can handle everything, the right hand techniques, left hand techniques, the works, everything. And that goes along with fun tutorial videos, all in the right build-up, the right sequence, with music genres, different ones, even improvisation. It's fun to do, and it's getting you a lot faster to that advanced level. I hope to see you inside the Creative Violin online course.